Oh, what, Kodak?
Yeah, Kodak.
Yeah, that man was on the road probably from 2 years old, fam.
Yeah, probably a lot of these rappers.
Like, I wouldn't say a lot though, because we have to remember, like, there's a lot of fake people out here in terms of like artists that are claiming that they made 100 bags and their diamonds are all real, and then the jeweler walks up to them on the street and then it's all Mazzolina, fam. Oh, not the jeweler, you know them man that walk around with the
the super real.
Just go up to a man's diamonds like, ooh, it's peak, bro. You're thinking, damn, that's crazy, yo. A whole rapper, whole millions.
Where did they get the machines from? What's it?
You can buy it on Amazon probably.
Yeah, boy, you can get those easy, man.
They got machines now that can.
So someone just thought, let me go up to all these rappers and see this.
Like, you know what it is? Someone thought like, alright, cool. Like, it's just like, are you really live like? Cause you know what it is? It's a rapper can make you believe the concept is like, for example, you know, like someone could be a hard rapper. They're saying this, that. But then in life, in the real life, they're the softest, maybe like nicest guy ever. But on the chat, you be like, raw, like, you know what I mean? So it's like, see, when a man, especially like, for example, American rappers, they are big on talking about how much racks they've got and all this, that. So it's like, obviously, people are not going to say, like, are you really living that lifestyle, fam? You get me? So that's why you get them people who want to, like, oh, yeah. Let's do like it's like, for example, it's like going and doing, what do you do, like crep check and that and stuff like that. You get me? Like,
crep check. I remember that.
You get it, like it's just the thing, like people are using it to say, like, cool, yeah, you're this rapper. If you go on, like, you got racks up, you're not. Are you wearing these jewels just for the sake of it? Because like I said, some people they say they're ordering a fake chain and that, and you get me? They're flexing with it, fam. And because like I said, it's all about portrayal, like because. You know, like in certain cultures, it's like they're not trying to portray, like they don't just portray it as what it is. It's always blown out of proportion. You get me? And then especially when there's money behind it, it gets blown way out of proportion. You get
what's the difference between a rapper line that isn't a gang than a singer? She's singing about relationship, but she's never been in a relationship. She's never had a boyfriend.
Amazing question, man.
Because obviously. Yeah, you shouldn't be lying about it, but if that's your reality and that's what you've grown up around, and you're rapping about it, does that necessarily mean that they're fake? It's just maybe that's what they seen or that's what they know. They just weren't on it. They just said, no, let me put on a persona. It looks cool.
Well, yeah, definitely most of them.
I think about it. Some of them might do. I think some of them might, but it's like. Alright, look at it like this here. When you say you're a rapper and you got like, let's say you're a hard type rapper, that's your persona. Yeah, you see that based on the persona you like. Cause like, who did I see? I see it one time. Like, cool. Who was it? One you know, it's 21 Savage. Yeah. There was a youth called 22 Savage.
Oh yeah, I remember there was a
You get me? Yeah. And you see, like cool. He tried to. That's how he come about. He tried to come back. So I'm thinking, real, like 22 Savage. I'm thinking, real, he must be. Because I'm looking at 21 Savage. Thinking, you hear what 21 Savage raps about slaughter gang. And all. You get it, like. So when I'm hearing him doing the same thing now, he's now caught attention. I'm thinking, who is he? Because obviously. He's called 20, and then obviously he was antagonizing. But then, bro, my man just done a whole 360 U-turn, just jumped on the comedian thing and just forgot the rapping thing and that. Do you get me? Like, so I'm saying, right, you clearly wasn't that type of guy. You just portrayed it like that. You get me? Because at first, man was properly bro, and then my man just switched it for the bag, innit? Do you get it? Like, because it was all for the bag. That's what people do, innit? Like, sell like. You say like a fake persona, innit? Because it's like, alright, cool. You see, people are gonna do like what's popping, and it's the people who don't have to do that. You actually use their like you know who's the one so good? What's that? Is it Munya or whatever his name?
The comedian.
Yeah. Him, like, for example, he's a perfect example of like he didn't, because obviously clearly he come from a back, but the way he's done it, he's done it in a way where it's entertaining. You get me? You know, like, and it's not.
I don't think his thing's funny, but shout out to him. It worked for him, innit?
No, that's what I'm saying. Now, some of his things, not all of them, but like I said, the whole thing of what the whole character he built, he was creative, innit? Like, you get me? It's kind of like, you know, like.
He's from like an upper class background, but he's making fun of a man from the lower class, or maybe this is what he likes, and he likes the scene and that, so he's just making fun of it, innit?
Yeah, like so like, and it might be from a representation where like, there might be people he know like act like just try to act like they're bad when he's like, no, they're not really bad, did it? Like, that's it's just a banter about it, yeah. But like, for example, something like that, like he built his whole thing persona off that. So now he's gone into other things and this is that. But my thing is, I'm saying like, cool. Some people, that like I said, they'll portray themselves in a. It's like, alright, let's say it's like who's another Post Malone. Has anyone heard Post Malone before he started putting that white? Bro, he used to be singing and like proper like
what?
Bro, like
I heard he was a country man.
He used to do his whole concept of music was completely different to what it was like White Iverson and all this and that like that's what I'm saying. It was a complete different, but no one didn't know about him. He had no attention in that stage. But then, like I said, he switched to a certain persona now, and he blows. That's what I'm saying.
He's finally gone back to his origin story. Still, if you man are saying that.
Man said his origin.
Yeah, because it's what Pink did. I mean, you remember Pink?
Yeah.
The female artist? And she came out, it was R&B, it was...
No, but I heard L.A. Reid made her do that. She wanted to be a rock chick. But L.A. Reid said, you're doing R&B.
I hear that, man. Hold tight, L.A. Reid.
That's a master stroke, fam.
But, at the end of the day, she did have a choice. No one put the gun to her head. There's other...
Yeah, but you're sending your... What's L.A. Reid like an executive?
So you never know.
What's L.A. Reid? He's an executive, isn't it?
I think he's an A&R. He's an executive, yeah.
But they're telling you to do that. You're going to do it. You're going to listen to them.
Yeah. Young, impressionable, hungry. Signed your soul, yeah. Like you got in a 360.
When you started doing rock, I said, Ross, say it down. Just use that thing.
A lot more comfortable.
And you want to... As actually she does. I said, Ross, you want to do a rock thing? And then people's like, no, I allow it, man. L.A. Reid told her to do the R&B thing, man.
I've been getting onto her for time. I won't lie.
It's not her fault, man.
It's never... look, in the music industry, most shit that happens is not the artist's fault, but it is at the same time. We have choices, right? You can choose to say no. Yeah, you'll say no to money. Yeah, you'll say no to fame. Yeah, but those are material gains. All you want is... like that's why you're selling your soul, because you're ready to compromise yourself and what your heart wants for material things.
But bro, some people are tricking it because they're saying if I don't do my A&R, they're gonna show my thing.
That's what I'm saying, though. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. But if you're, and this is why they it's unfair for a lot of young artists and a lot of artists that are new in the industry because they don't know the game. They don't know what to expect. They're not educated on the legal side of things. They don't read contracts a lot of the time with their lawyers to completion and understand the terms. Ask them like, yo, what does that mean? I'm bringing up my dictionary too, you know. Yeah. We're reading this together. Every word, 3 times. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to show it to my mom, my sister, my everybody. I'm all going to call my boys for the second meeting just so we're reading it out loud and then someone might hear something big and say, Chris, what did he say? And I'll be like, oh, thanks, bro. I missed that. Yeah, I'll go in until I clock that they can't fuck me here. And I want to know all the clauses. Yeah, and I want to put in my own. But if artists had that education, and whole time all the artists now that are actually trying to put people on the game and show them what go on and teach them like, yo, like, you don't have to let the label fuck you in your ass, bro. Pause. That's not even a pause, that's a pause, because that's a big pause, that's an obvious pause, but it's kind of mad. Like, when you think about it, you step to a label, imagine they say, we're going to give you 300 bags. That's even small money. So let's say, let's talk UK. We're going to give you 300 bags. Yeah. We want you to make 2 singles that sell so and so. Let's just leave it there, right? In, let's say, the space of a year, right? So this 300 bags, you have to, in your head, you're just thinking you've got a paycheck. Yeah. So, I've got paid. You're not even clocking load. What they did is give you a loan.
An advance.
And they call it an advance because you think it's an advance of something you're even getting. You're not getting that. The advance is the payment, but it's not the payment. What you have to do is use that money to invest now in yourself. Bet on yourself that money is actually going to pay off. That's crazy scary. And it's even more scary if you just went and done 150 bags on a mortgage, 50 bags on a whip, and the extras, and you started handing out money. Now you're probably down to like 30, 40, 50 bags, and you're thinking, shit, I got to make this last for a year to blow my career with 2 singles. Bro, some promo on radio is like, what, 50 bags? Like some package. You get what I'm saying? Like, you fucked up. And now you owe the label. And now they say it's cool. But it's going to give you some more money. But we need some more years. We need some more projects. And we need some more interest on that money. So
You're just getting roped in.
Fucked, bro.
You see this is what I'm saying. They can legally do all of this stuff.
Legally.
This is what that's what the problem is.
Like Sugar and P Diddy said, man should read their contracts, but then
bro,
I just feel I get that, but you're justifying doing everything.
See, funny figure enough, yeah. Something similar, like I watched a film yesterday. That it's about some lady, basically middle-aged lady. Yeah, husband left her for a young thing who's rich, so she found one young guy. Well, he was a bit younger. Yeah, and obviously he wooed her. Yeah, got married to her. Sold her the dream. My man. She went to work.
Tyler Perry.
Yeah, something like
that. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that film.
Drained her bank account, fam. My man turned around saying, "Oh yeah, legally, they ain't like he's all there taking the piss, like he's all bringing new things to the yard and that. Like legally, she calling the feds. She can't leave. That's her husband, bro. He's like legally.
Oh man.
You get it, like, so you see how legality could, like, it doesn't, like, can be used if someone's unaware of it, bro. If the other party is unaware of, like, the technical terms and certain things, bro, it's easy to use.
But the guy was that his wife's mom's best friend, innit? The son, innit? He was the son, and the woman was like his mum, innit? Mom's best friend.
No, man, it was her. It was just an artist, innit? Yeah. He was that's what he portrayed himself. He was an artist, and then obviously her friend recommended her to go to his show, and then obviously she's seen her, and then obviously started talking to her, innit? But obviously he roped her in, like he preyed on her, fam. Because in the end he comes out with it, starts all talking. He was just brazy with it, fam. Like she couldn't do nothing, you know. Like took out, remortgaged her whole house. Took out, you get me, and then legally.
Man said legally.
Dropping that word.
You get it, like legally. You get me. That's what, bro. Anyway, that's what my point is.
It's mad, though.
It's mad. What if you see unknowing? And this is what I'm saying. This is why I don't understand like stuff like this. That's cool. There's stuff like this here. You don't think this is important to know, fam? Like,
that's important to know.
Yeah, like bro, this year. Why are you not showing like cool? The amount of contracts you have to sign in your life,
mad.
But you're never shown it. You're never shown that how to actually what you're doing when you're not explaining that. There should be a whole something about that you should learn, because you should understand what a contract. Because like I said, what Wiz was saying is people don't understand how deep a contract could get. You get me? Certain terminologies, you just unaware of that term. You might think it sounds similar to something and assume that it means that. And
so aware of.
Yeah.
It's mad. Past, present.
Yeah, like, because the way they work. Whenever you read a contract, because man used to be a stage and man used to print contracts and that. So when I was reading, I'm thinking, I'm reading this thinking, and this is when I was young, when I was like 15, 16. So I'm thinking, I'm reading it, and man understood it. But then, like, as I got older, like certain terminologies and things that I picked up, I was like, right, that means a whole completely different thing to what I thought it meant. And that's what I'm saying. This is what some people are signing this unawarely, bro. Because like I said, you're just seeing the money. Yeah. You're seeing the figures, like real. I don't have that type of lifestyle or nothing. Like that's why some people they do it, and like I said, it works out in their favor. Say if, for example, they have somehow buckled down and use it in the way it's supposed to use it. They can make it happen, but often enough, that's not what happens to them, because a lot, like, remember, to not do that, you know what you need? You need to have financial literacy. You don't just get financial literacy. You have to learn that. Life teaches that. Teaches you that, bro. Mm-hmm. You get me? You know, like as you get older, you get your first job, and then you get money. So at first, like I say, when you get a job, you're at home and this and that. It's the income, like it's calm. You can spend your disposable income more because you haven't got as much responsibility. But then as you get older now, and more than responsibility comes, you have to learn like, yeah, man, can't even buy this one here because man's got, bro. Think about if you're coming from the first stage, yeah. If you get a lump sum of money now, yeah, you're not accustomed to that type of money. So it's like you don't you don't know what to do. Like you wouldn't you wouldn't know how to spend it and maintain it properly. Like that's why, for example, you see them do that. For example, you get that amount, and like I said, they'll buy a house or car, and you get me, because they'll think, oh yeah, just because I'm eligible to get this. Yeah, you actually understand it's not, you still can't afford it. You get me, because you have you might have a lump sum of money, but my thing is that cool. Until if you're ever given money, this is one thing you should always. If you're ever given money, you always have to think like, well, if someone invests money into me, that means that I have to make more than this. Yeah, and you should have thought. You gotta think about it. Yeah, alright. How am I gonna make more than this? Like that's what this is, and that's what a lot of people they don't think of. They're not thinking about this is an investment. They're just thinking that this is, I've just been given this money, fam. Do you get me? Like this basically like a payment. But it's not. As always said, it's a loan, bro. That's like I'm investing in you, like so. Why?
Record labels make so much peace.
Easy, bro.
Yeah, billion.
Gee, that's why
pound industry.
Gee, that's why you see when they see you're like, for example, you're young and popping. That's why they try to grab you, like, because they want to grab you before you get to know the how the game runs. You get me, fam? Because it's like we can make the maximum amount of money off you at that stage. Do you get that? That's how you'll get roped into certain contracts and this and that. Yeah, because they're like, yeah, well, no, because once it's signed, it's signed. Do you get kind of 100%. Thing? Right.
So what do you think people should watch documentaries on past artists? Do they Google? Do they what do artists?
They should
do. Sort of thing.
Like that's what problem. You got to first is just educate yourself, innit? Like educate it, like cool, because you just need to know. You see, businesses that goes through everything. Any industry, it's a form of business, like. So you always just need to have a general business knowledge firstly, like. So like for example, understanding what a contract is, like. Understanding finance, you get you need to have don't set things, I don't even have to explain this. Just certain things you need to have, to navigate you to make sure that you stay on the right track. Like for some people, man, like when they come into it, they're just on this more. I've just come into it to live luxury, like they don't want. They're not here. They're not like you. Like how do I put it? It's like cool. It's like say it's like. You're a footballer. Best way. Say you're a footballer. You get that break, like say you go to the trial. Yeah, they scout you now. Coach is rating you. Like, boom, now you're moving up quick, and then bro, you're one step away from basically being in the first team. You get me? And then like for example, some people you look at it like that. Like if you got the right mindset, you look at this, this is an opportunity, I'm gonna buckle down and focus on it. Where some people, as you've seen, they'll just fumble it, bro. They'll let it get to their head, bro. And it's like they just live like they've made it already. And that mentality, like I say, a lot of people it gets people at the younger age, innit, from before they're actually much more mature and understand.
Because talent's not enough, innit?
Yeah, bro. But like, I don't really know how you can protect them, because it's like it's basically like it's like the vulnerable, innit, like like in the animal kingdom. How you see the other like cubs and all that, they just kill that off, bro. They're just picking at them, innit? Like it's easy pickings, fam. But they ain't got no morals out here, fam. Them people wanna act like they do, fam. They ain't got no morals out here, G. Money is money, bro, fam. Like, G, it's like if they're looking at you, they just see this guy's a cash cow. Like, you get me, fam? Like,
grooming things, isn't it?
No, I don't. Whoa.
Yeah, that's what they do. They groom the youths, man. We've seen the stories, man.
Bro, what stories, bro?
We've seen the stories with these men that were young artists. Yeah, man.
I said, yeah, man.
They took me to this restaurant. They said, you can drive my car and all them. Just sign here. You got a day to think about it. I'll get back to you. Man, these men are green. They get
them
green,
contracts
man.
there.
Man said you got a day to think about it. You're moving mad.
Yeah, definitely.
I need a week, 2 weeks.
Man, is
like Chris said, my lawyer, my family needs to read that. Man said, man, you're giving them 24 hours.
To chat to God.
What kind of that's mad.
I just like, as long as you read the contract, bro, and it makes sense, and you talk to somebody, talk to 2 people, talk to 3, even if they say we need the answer soon, that means people are interested in you. See if you can be shopped around. There must be better offers. Or like if they don't like, do you get what I'm saying? Like certain times if the opportunity makes sense, because I've always said the only time I feel like I would even talk to a label is distribution. And even that, nah, man. Because you could do everything yourself. Bro.
No,
like, if you really wanted to. And even back in the day, it wasn't hard. It was just expensive.
Yeah.
And it's just more time consuming because you don't have 11 people like that work on you. Like a couple people for this, couple people for that. And they're getting paid by the record label. And you're there. They just work on whatever. Like one of them's an assistant, one of them's a photographer, one of them's a makeup artist, one of them's a barber, the coach driver, the taxi, like the driver, like you're getting all this as soon as you sign the contract, you know. Car service forever. But you don't actually have money.
You're paying for that.
Like the label has to, and the thing is, for some artists, the label has to sign off on the money that they're spending on things. That's crazy. What do you mean? I thought you gave me the piece. And these times now, the money that really, well, I can't even say all artists because unfortunately some artists I feel like they give their money, their show money to the label. But show money is where artists make money.
Yeah,
that's why artists do
shows, tours, and merchandise.
That's why they do hellos, and that's why they work their way up to. I get paid that mil a show. I remember when I heard Drake hit a mil a show, and I remember thinking, yeah, he's feeling nice because imagine at that point you're doing more shows.
Yeah.
And even if you were doing the same amount of shows as you was doing before, you'd be killing it at that rate. Now I'm getting more shows.
Come on.
Fam. So when artists fuck up their money, they really fuck up their money, you know. If you're telling me I'm getting a show and I've just done like a couple thousand shows that year or some craziness.
Yeah.
1,000 shows that year.
Bro, there's 365 days in a year.
I know, and then you got a mil a show.
Bro, some artists.
But remember, sometimes they're doing 5 full shows a day.
A day, and
Exactly,
they'll tour for months on end.
So, bro,
you're not clear.
You're caking, fam.
That's not label money I'm even talking. That's a show. I remember it was the first artist that inspired me on that was 50 Cent. I think I was even in secondary school or college reading this in like a newspaper on my phone, and they said 50 Cent is at that point was the artist to make the most money off of touring. Or no, I don't think that's what it was. He made a crazy piece off touring, like 200 mil in like a year or like 2 years. It was crazy money, bro. Like he just toured. He just didn't stop touring. Like, and I just thought to myself, yeah, if I was 50 and I had that push, I would fucking do the same blood. Because, bro, that's why he was able to invest in so many things. Because right early in his career, when his rate went up, he said, I'm not going to stop. I'm touring all year. That's it. I'm not coming yards. Like, everyone's coming with me. We're just going here and there, and you lot are paying for it. You know them man back in the day, they could go in the record label office with the guns and start moving nuts. So they could pattern their contracts differently. They could literally rough up the executives in the office, like, you know what I'm saying, bring 100 man in there and say, yeah, change that contract, bro. You get me? That's why, like you said, you think artists should watch these documentaries. Yeah, when I started watching podcasts, documentaries, Vlad TV, I don't want to bring them up, don't watch Vlad TV.
Shout out, Vlad.
Flip Vlad. You get me? But that's when I actually started learning about artists and about the areas they come from, about their actual story and who's real and who's fake, and it's crazy, bro. But yeah, record labels is fucked, bro.
Industry's mad. I thought everybody was Benjamin's all hunky dory. Not bro. I was sold, man.
Nah, unless you belong to the same. We don't want to say the words.
With them higher power thing there.
Yeah, the money here.
The syndicate.
The syndicate. What's that?
If you don't belong
The
to the
evil.
syndicate.
That name sounds evil. The syndicate.
I want to ask you man a question. It's something funny here for my bedroom at work. I say my bedroom. But yeah. He told me a story, yeah. About, I don't even know, like, it's mad. So basically, there's this concierge in a hotel. You get me? Nah, I'm telling the story wrong. I think we were telling scary stories or some shit like that. Or some shit like that. It's daytime. We was drinking. But yeah, we was telling stories, and we was telling a story about a woman, and he was telling a story about a woman in her apartment, yeah, and every time she comes home, her shit, like she's moved into, oh no, it was someone else, but yeah, her shit be moved around basically, you know what I'm saying? And she lives on her one, she lives on one of these high-rise new build things, you get me? So she's bugging out for a couple of weeks, like, what's going on? Like, this is some bullshit, like, you know what I'm saying? So she put cameras in her yard because she's thinking ghosts are moving nuts in her yard, you get what I'm saying? So she's come back and see the footage. And apparently the concierge has been bringing things into her yard, smashing them and cutting.
What's wrong with people, man?
For time. She has bare footage of my man with different
What's
things.
wrong with
every day.
people, man?
I was crying.
Nah, I know.
I don't know what to laugh or
Because
what's wrong with why would you do that at work? I don't understand.
I don't even want to agree with him.
Hey, no.
When I heard the story,
He said he saw the opportunity. Yeah,
bro, he
and
saw the
seized it.
opportunity. He had the
And
keys.
seized it.
He had the
He
keys.
seized it.
He was bringing things
Listen,
for a new
yo,
build.
So I don't trust
He's
these hotel
flexing.
hotel things, man. They're all cleaners are just randomly coming up in your yard.
It
And
wasn't a hotel. It was an apartment. She lived there.
so what? My man just rolled
There's a
up.
concierge. They got keys to all the yards.
Obviously, there's a concept.
You get what I'm saying?
They manage, like, they basically manage, like, make sure everything's okay in the building and that. You know, the
Yeah,
person
like-
sits at the front. Some
Yeah.
blocks have people sit at the desk and all that. Yeah, them man, they innit.
I asked her if it was an African man. She didn't answer.
Yeah, it was
Bet it's an
definitely.
African man.
Bet it was Nigerian.
Yeah, I didn't even want to say it, but I feel
I
like
said
he
it,
was.
man. I
Yeah.
bet he was.
I feel like he was a Nigerian, done. He definitely Europe, though.
He probably lied that it was his apartment as well, fam.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't even think he had to. Like, you know, these men are just. You get me? Nigerians, we don't. This is what are you lying for?
Not
Just
serious.
tell the babes come. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna spoil you. Don't worry.
But why did he think to keep the place in check or clean up the yard or make sure everything?
I just don't understand why they were moving her things, blood. It don't make sense.
Wait,
It's like
doing a mad thing still.
she would come home and there was a shirt there, and then it would be there. And I'm thinking, that's stupid though. Like, why would
Then
you
a
do
man
that?
that's in it.
Yeah.
Wait.
I'm not gonna lie. Someone asked, where can I change to be a concierge, bro? I was like, yeah, you are that savage.
That's a concierge. Just really imagine that. Fam.
Nah, but the world is funny though.
You get clocked.
No, G,
What do you
man.
mean, fam? You just don't move the closer. You know what I'm saying?
Bro. One day you'll just.
I'm not promoting.
One day you'll think that you got everything planned and you just make one wrong move, one wrong step, they'll catch you,
I
fam.
don't know how long he was spending in there at the time.
Gee,
That's what I don't know.
I want to know how he didn't get caught.
You did, bro.
No, but I mean how he didn't just get bumped into her. Like, I'm thinking,
Oh.
how did you, like, you had to have been studying.
You
my
studied her,
guys.
fam.
Yeah, you studied her schedule. Like, yeah, she goes work at this time. Yeah, we've got until do time. Like,
It's mad.
that man,
Crazy.
Because do you think about what do you actually think about what he's
You know
doing?
she's leaving. You got a long day
He's
today?
he's-
Yeah, I'm gonna be working late today.
But then
Yeah.
again, it's not that brazy because his job, he's just chilling there, so he would know. Really?
It's brazy.
Yeah, but he's studying her.
You
fam.
followed her movements, innit?
Like, bro,
But you would know if that was your job, bro.
She leaves at this time.
You gotta
she
know.
comes back at this time.
You're gonna
You have to
know.
watch them for a certain time
Yeah,
until
bro.
you certify that
because you
pattern.
deep what
Yeah,
you're
but-
doing. Deep what you're doing. You're going into a next person's yard. This is it's not like it's just a. Like
But you'd be going in
it's
her
a-
yard anyway.
Nah, bro,
Nah, you
no, but
wouldn't.
no, you wouldn't.
No, so did you say
You can't
you
just go in the yard.
No, they
They've
might
got
have
keys,
keys,
but
but
that's
they're
an
not. Yeah,
emergency
yeah, like that's what.
situation.
Like say
Oh,
for
you
example,
can't
say
just
they
go in
shut
the
down.
yard.
Yeah, like
Yeah, nah, they can't, not even that. Like, if the fire brigade come and they can't get in, like, where's the fucking keys? You have access to the keys. Get the fucking keys. Like, yeah, they can get the keys, but they, under no circumstances are you to because he got done for trespassing. That's what he invented. Because obviously they can't do it for beating. But he got done. He went like they done it for trespassing. Because bro, like man,
Oh, he went to the workhouse.
they sent him off, bro. She let it log on. She had a couple episodes.
So,
I said she had a couple
I said she had
episodes.
a
but how,
series
what?
and
It
that.
was after she put the cameras there, what, like a month of footage?
I think she apparently it was happening for a couple of weeks, like, and she was just bugging out because she just moved in. It was a new place.
So she let it even continue to walk out in her
I
yard.
rate
She's
it.
a wrong. She's a wrong. She said she's gonna put cameras on and let people walk in her yard.
I'm telling you, bro.
She's a wrong.
I was crying my eyes out, bro.
Hey,
I was crying my eyes out. I was thinking, this guy is so brazen, bro. He just said, yeah.
Lord,
Like work is gonna be life from now on.
Gee, I heard he done it on a one-time thing, but man said he turned this into a norm, like.
Yeah.
Different things, bro.
But even on the one time, what possessed you to say, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do?
For the thrill.
It's African.
Man said for the thrill. Man said I'm African, I need that thrill.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, for the thrill of it, man.
Man's taking 2-hour lunch break and all them things going on.
30, fam.
That's society, you know. Fly.
Oh, where's my man? Oh, he's gone on his break.
Yeah, I'm on my break.
You was gone for a while, mate.
Remember them man are working like 12-hour shifts, bro, June?
You get me, fam? It's just all tactical. But that's mad though, man.
Them man have scoping time, boy. You know your residents. Like, you know your residents still.
So he sat down there and just seen it.
Yeah, like, you know.
Observed. And then he said, yep, I'm going to seize the opportunity, fam.
He went ham. He chose her.
But I must... See, I want to know how he would have reacted if she just come home and just caught him just cheating, fam.
What can you do?
I'm like, how do you like? Gee, no, but imagine you being on like the woman's side, like you're her. You're coming in your yard, like you're just seeing your concierge walking out. I think like on your, like in your yard, like you just come back from work. You just finished your shift, like you just bust the door open and you just see a man just there smashing cheeks. Like,
oh,
that is crazy.
Dude.
Like imagine imagine like I don't know the setup of the yard, but imagine like you go to your room, you don't even hear it, like, and then you get to the door, like, what's this sound like? You bust
What's this sound?
like you just bust your door, yeah, your bed, man, all there just got to just sprawl out, pillows all on the floor and that and all.
Alright,
Nah, man.
I'm done. Hey, listen, I'm not gonna lie to you, my guy.
Nah, G, that would be a but G.
I would have told them like you gotta pay the rest of my mortgage, right? I'm not gonna lie.
Bro.
If you're not paying my bills, I'm gonna tell your manager to stop.
No. I would have. Everything's already found out. I'm taking this whole organization that built this house to go, or you pay off my mortgage, and I know which is cheaper.
Yeah.
So pay off my mortgage, innit?
Gee, because that's mad, man.
You going Mazalina, someone you employed to protect my yard
Gee,
I
like,
said, you know what I said to my friend as well, you know what the maddest thing is? They could be juicing up on that thing and she could come out and lie up on the juice. I don't even know, blood. And she's like, bro, why's my cash wet? I didn't spill no drinks.
Say
Oh, that is mad.
That's what I'm saying to you. You're not actually thinking in deep, like what my man's doing, G.
She didn't take full advantage of this person.
And she got all jizzed up.
I would have told her, listen, you must upgrade it to the penthouse for the same price I'm paying down here. Like,
yeah, you need to put me in.
Shit, man.
I don't know what else them man they could have been doing in the yard, fam.
Don't know what I'm saying before the cameras was even installed, bro. Because my man was active for a while. He wasn't active for so long after the cameras got installed. Like, he was a daily man.
Imagine that, yeah, your personal toilet, fam. The next man could have just been in there, just washing his like he could be brushing his teeth with your toothbrush.
No.
Imagine!
You don't know.
That's mad, bro.
That's
bro. You see some people, you have to remember it. Some people will do some like
messed up
thing like just like like just use your toothbrush real quick like.
That's insanity, bro. That's insanity, bro.